Hi everybody, my name is Jenny Serta and I'm a Platinum Premier with Perfectly Posh and I'm getting ready to celebrate 8 years as a consultant. I started my business on a whim. I was not looking for this kind of work. I was trying to get out of a crummy situation at my job and I had a 1-year-old at home that I desperately wanted to stay home with. So I was looking for something that gave me a lot of freedom, a lot of flexibility, but something that paid because I really wanted to continue to contribute financially to my family, and I needed to because I had been doing that all along. So when I came across this completely by accident, I thought, okay, well, it's got the freedom, it's got the flexibility. I knew people who had been successful at it and made money at it, so I knew it could be done. But I have to tell you, getting sales was my biggest fear. I was not a salesperson. I had worked in higher education. I was the director of admissions, so I was in charge of sharing information about my university, helping students apply for admission, and trying to encourage them to choose us if it was a good fit. So I had some background, but everything I could think of about sales was these just really pushy people trying to get you to do something that you didn't want to do. However, we all use soap and lotion, right? And this was flexible. It only cost me $99 to get started, so I decided to go for it. I could learn what I needed to learn. Completely true. There's nothing in this business that you can't learn. There's nothing that any of you can't do. It's all very doable. It's not rocket science. You just have to get your mind right, honestly. So I had to get over that idea of being a smarmy salesperson. I had to think of myself as someone who's sharing stuff that I love. I love to tell people about my favorite restaurant or my hairdresser or a new curling iron that I bought or any skincare, right? So I just had to start thinking of that as sharing those kinds of things. I often seek out referrals or information from my friends. I'll go to Amazon, read all the reviews before I buy anything, right? That is the culture that we live in. So after a little bit of practice, because everything does take practice, things do not naturally come easy to all of us. I got very comfortable sharing products that I love, knowing that they may not be for everyone, and that is okay. So hearing no is like, oh, no big deal. No, I'll hear, nope, I don't use soap. Okay, well, all right. I don't use lotion. Okay, that's fine. So my products are not for you. But if you're someone who loves naturally based products, cares about the ingredients, likes to smell good, likes your skin to feel good, I have products for you. If you want fully organic, if you want completely natural, if you want expensive, I'm not for you. But there's this market, a really big market I found of people who really do want what I have. I just have to share it with them so they can try it and fall in love just like I did. So think about yourself as a shares person, not a salesperson, and practice doing it. It will not come to you perfectly the first time. It just won't. The first time you tried to roller skate, were you just off to the races and fabulous at it? No. But you got the skates on, they felt kind of wonky when you first did it. You got there and you started going around the rink, and every time you went around, it felt more comfortable. Pretty soon, you're doing figure eights, you're going backwards, you're doing the limbo, right? You just have to do it a few times until it starts to feel comfortable. And you have to find your way to do it that feels authentic. So find the way that works for you. Be yourself. Don't share. If you never take a soak in the tub, don't spend all of your time trying to sell fizzy bath bombs and bath salts. That's not where your business is going to go. If you are a complete anti-aging skincare junkie and you have been for 25 years, that is probably where your business is going to lie, because that's what you're excited about. That's what you care about. That's what you know the most about. Be yourself, sell what you love. Also be yourself, like be your energy level. Be, if you're a person who shows up snarky and sarcastic, you don't have to change that. That is you. That's your signature move, right? You're going to show up, you're going to be you. and you're going to tell them about the products that you love, and they're going to buy it because they like you, right? Just be yourself. You have got this. If your sponsor is one of those people who can get up in front of 500 people, have them all laughing, eating out of the palm of her hand, but you would rather just kind of lurk quietly on the internet, do that. You don't have to be the person who stands up in front of 1,000 people or even 5 people. If you really prefer one-on-one conversations, that is a way to build your business. If your sponsor is someone who has a Facebook VIP group with 500 people that is just hopping all the time, but you're not on Facebook, don't go on Facebook. Go where you are. If you're in Instagram, go do that. If you're not, don't do that. Find the way that is authentically you, where you will feel comfortable. You don't have to reinvent yourself to do this business. Find the gifts that you already possess and use those to be successful and to be you. Because if you're not being you, you will not want to do this for very long because it won't bring joy. And people will pick up on that you aren't happy and you're not being authentic. So you do you, boo, okay? You got this. And we can talk to you about that. Talk to your sponsor. Talk to some of the other leaders in this group to help you figure out what your niche is. We all have one. Last but not least, the one thing I think that stops people from being successful in this business is not any of the skills that it takes. You can do everything it takes. The hardest part is wanting it enough to be consistent at it. An object in motion stays in motion. It's not just a scientific principle. It is true in business and so many other things in your life. If you have 1, 2, or 3 hours a week to commit to your business, and you do that consistently over time, you will slowly, gradually, successfully build a strong foundation for your business. If you are crazy excited for your business in April, you work so hard, like no free time, up late, up early, doing all the things. But then May, school gets out and you don't touch Posh for the whole summer. Maybe you made some money in April, but when kids go back to school and in September you're ready to pick up your business, you are probably going to be starting very close to zero. You're going to be starting all over again. But if you can find a way to carve out those 1, 2, or 3 hours a week all summer long, you're going to maintain the customers that you have. They're going to see that you're serious, that you really do love this, and that it's a legit business with legit products. They're probably already going to have some reorders from you, and they're just going to start seeing Posh and your Posh business as legitimate and trustworthy and something they want to be a part of. Consistency pays off. So make sure that you carve out that time. If it's important to you to have the freedom that comes with a business like this, to have the financial windfall, whether it's like paying for some new shoes or going out to eat or you're saving for a vacation, whatever it is, if that's important to you, make time for it, put it in your calendar, do it consistently, even if it's just a little bit each week, do it, and it will pay off over time when you are consistent. I believe that being consistent is the hardest thing, and it is the one roadblock that stops more people than anything else in this business. When I started doing this, I was determined. I needed something different. I did not ever want to go back to work for someone else. So I just made it happen. I woke up early before my 1-year-old son did, and I worked before he woke up. I worked during nap time. I did parties or events in the evenings around weekends when my husband was home and could babysit. I just carved out the time because I wanted this so bad. Like, it was really important to me, and I knew once I committed to it that there was no going back. And here I am, 8 years later, and I'm not going to say it was easy. I had to reinvent how I was doing this many times to make it fit what was authentic for me, what built on my skill set, and what, just what our customer base was looking for. And it took the willingness to go try things and do them differently time and time again until I found the right kind of equation. And I'm still doing that even today. I'm still changing things up, and I will continue to have to do that because our industry is always changing. But consistency is important. Find some time, do it consistently. A few hours a week is all you need. If you have more, you're going to grow and build faster. But it's okay if you only have a little bit of time. Just do it consistently. Be yourself. Build your business in a way that feels natural to you. With your way of reaching out has to be something that's comfortable and that you can continue and maintain over time. Be yourself, show up as you, and then remember you're just sharing a product that you love. And just share that with the people all around you. Those 3 things are all you need to make sales and to be successful in our business. I hope this was helpful to you. I really appreciate the opportunity to come out here and talk to you. And if you have any questions or comments, leave them below, and I will definitely come back and check it all out and respond and help as much as I can, because a rising tide raises all ships, right? So anything that I can share, anything that I'm doing, I'm happy to share it with others, because if it helps me, it helps you. We're all more successful that way, right? All right, well, thank you so much for tuning in. You guys take care, and I'll see you later. Mwah! Bye!